How does Europe impact your game? Like, do you go over there? Is it a money thing? Is it a confidence thing? Is it a rep thing? Like, what do you enjoy about being over there and why? I guess.
Oh, I didn't enjoy it at all. I just was like, I need to get better. I got to be real. I just got to get better. I'm like, I'm here to get better. I'm here to work on things, rep things, like you said, money things. Uh, in the WNBA season, like, it's only 6 months. So you can't try to be one of the best players in the world and not play competitive basketball for 6 months. Like, you just can't. And people that try to tell you that, they're lying. Like, and so I knew for me, like, you got to work on game situations, stuff like that. I also think, too, that an aspect we don't talk about is that mentally, you grow so much mentally over there because you guys know there's so much bullshit. Like, you have to deal with so many things that don't make sense, whether that's culturally, we're in disagreement, or like schematically, basketball wise, why are we doing this? But as a player, I think your ability to adapt to teammates, adapt to the circumstances, prepares you mentally. So you get in a game in a W, and you're like, dog, there's nothing that could happen. The refs, the fans, that could just shake me from being present.
Facts. Facts. How do you keep the same like drive? Because I know every overseas player. I mean,
Yeah.
you obviously women's basketball players are different because y'all have both sides. But like
Yeah.
every overseas player has lost that passion or that
hmm
competitive drive at one point or another. I don't care what you say. Like, so how do you keep that with going over there? I mean, maybe aside from being in the W.
I think you got to be really clear about the vision before you step out there. Because you're right, it's super easy to get lost in practices, dumb drills. Why are we doing this? Stupid road trips. Like, it's really hard to mentally uh, engage, right? And then also, too, you got teammates that you're friends with that are not engaged. You know what I mean? And so you're like, okay, how do I balance this? At the same time, I feel like, you know what, for me, especially this off season, I went and played at Galatasaray, and my goal was like, I'm only here for a couple months. I'm gonna lock in, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm trying to be the best player in the world. Like that. That's literally my goal. So whatever I need to do that, everything else is secondary.
So
Has there
what?
been a time? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was gonna ask. So like when you're playing these games, let's say like in
hmm
Turkey and whatnot, what things are you working on there that you're trying to bring back with you when you come back stateside?
Yeah. So like for example, my last season in Turkey when I went over there, um, I knew I was probably gonna get trapped a lot or blitzed a lot, and so trying to like work out getting out the pick and roll, finding the big, finding the opposite side, also trying to score in transition, my right hand. Just like working on different things. I think that in especially overseas because they heavily weigh on you to score at that type of rate, you're able to like be a little bit more creative and try stuff, right? In the W, you're a little bit more limited because you got like for example on my team, I got 5 all-stars. So like I'm only gonna get 15 shots and they're not gonna be me going off the dribble creating, you know what I'm saying? So I might have 3 or 4 of those a game, but the other stuff I just gotta be super like clean with it. So when I'm overseas, I'm working on like, all right, how am I creative? How am I gonna be able to score if they're playing a box of one or whatever they're doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying things and then like failing. Like it's okay to fail. Like no one's watching these games, no one's caring. Like I'm trying to get better. I'm not here to just like put up 20 shots. I want to be as efficient as possible and I like in that. And so I was just trying to like really be sharp and crisp.
That's how you know you a bucket when you say I'm only gonna get 15 shots. Only shit, only 15.
Yeah, I play with
Damn, you
five
a
All
straight
Stars. I'm
bucket.
getting 15 shots.
I'm getting 15 shots. Like that's how you know you the one. You the one. But no, I think that's dope to actually hear you say that because you could tell even just watching the game last night and the other games,
hmm
like your decision making with the ball is so much quicker. I think than I've ever seen. I've watched you play a solid amount, so it's cool to hear you say that and like kind of know that you were focusing on that and see the work coming through for sure.
I appreciate that. I was also working with this guy. His name is Noah LaRoche in the off season, and he's unbelievable. He works with like Paul George, works with Kyrie. Uh, he works with Marcus Smart. He works with a lot of guys, but he works with Diana. But his whole like philosophy is like everything is live. So we're playing live and like he'll like rotate defenders, you gotta find the weak side, rotate defenders, you gotta hit the big, like So I think that was really big for me. I was with him in LA for like 2 months, and every day we were just playing and playing and playing. And I think
That's
that
dope.
that helped me a lot with my decision making. That's why you see the assists the way they are this year.